I am not going to take shots at Stephen A. Smith. I think he's absolutely right. And I think LeBron James has a lot to do with this. Do you
Hey,
know?
did you just say he was right?
100%.
Yeah.
'Kay,
100%.
all right.
I think he's absolutely right. LeBron
Record
James
that.
yep, he has absolutely ruined all the festivities for the NBA All-Star game. And there's a lot of reasons why. LeBron James had a chance to be in the slam dunk contest many, many times. Michael Jordan never shied away to it. Gerald Wilkins never shied away from it. All the greats in those 80s dunk contests. I mean, Rod Strickland, remember him? There were so many guys that had the opportunity. It wasn't even Rod. What was his name that played for the Knicks? Sky. Well, I forget his name in the 80s, but he played for the Knicks. He was in the slam dunk contest. A lot of great NBA players. Vince Carter, all the greats. I'm not thinking Kobe Bryant, but if you could think of the guys in the 80s and the 90s, and I don't have a list, there were a lot of great Hall of Famers that done it. If you look at the last 5-6 years, like he said, the only one is Jaylen Brown. And by the way, Jaylen Brown was horrible in the slam dunk contest. It has been absolutely horrendous. Zach LaVine, that time with Zach LaVine and
Aaron Gordon.
Was doing it. That was the last dunk contest that I actually enjoyed. There's nothing, as far as I'm concerned. The 3-point contest is an absolute joke. You're bringing in all these top 3-point shooters. You have these big men. You have these, Steph Curry. It's not fair if Steph Curry's in the 3-point contest. It really isn't, because if Steph Curry wants to win, he's going to win. It's just not fair. So I like what they're doing, bringing in the WNBA players. I think that's fun to watch. Maybe a WNBA player will finally beat an NBA player. That would be the talk of the town if you actually see it. To me, I want to see more interesting things. Then they bring in the point guard thing. And
hold on, don't let it be Caitlin Clark, because God forbid she would do something that people might just lose their absolute gourd.
Yeah, I think it might be Caitlin Clark this year. Why wouldn't it be?
Why not?
Why not bring Caitlin Clark in the mix against Steph Curry?
Yeah, she's done it and made that game in what it is. Like, you got to bring her in 100%.
I'd like to see it, but the WNBA players are not going to want to see it, and I think it would be good. I think it would be really, really good for the NBA. I think it would really be good for the WNBA. Could you imagine Caitlin Clark beating Steph Curry in a 3-point contest? How great would that be for the NBA and the WNBA? It would bring more endorsements to the WNBA. It would be the talk of the town for the All-Star weekend, and maybe Steph Curry allows it to happen. That would be fun.
Cheryl Swoops won't like it.
No, Cheryl Swoops, practically every single Angel wouldn't like it. None of those women would like it. But hey, it doesn't really matter if I think it would be important that they liked it. All I care about is it going to bring ratings? Is it going to bring in more people, more fans to watch the game? It's honestly, the dunk contest is horrendous. And maybe bringing a WNBA player to dunk the ball, maybe that's more amusing than watching some of the garbage that they're putting out there. There's nothing good about it. Jaylen Brown was embarrassing. Then Obi Toppin's brother last year, he should have beaten Jaylen Brown. He got knocked out in the second round because they thought Jaylen Brown's dunk was better. Why? Because he's an all-star? It's embarrassing. The whole thing was embarrassing. So I think he's right. I think you get rid of the All-Star game. If you can't figure out to get these players, these dunkers, LeBron James should absolutely go into the dunk contest. Why not? I want to see the best players go out there and you're afraid you're gonna get hurt. You're going out there on YouTube with your sons and doing windmills in these ridiculous dunks in your backyard. Why aren't you doing it in front of the fans? Why aren't you doing it in front of all the NBA players and showing people that I'm not old. I can still do it. I still can compete. I'm still a dominant force in this league. That's what I want to see. Stephen A. Smith is absolutely right. I'm giving him an A+ on it. Get rid of it. It's not worth anything anymore if you don't figure out the problems that it brings. Stephen A. Smith has something cooking. I hope it's cooking for the NBA. Maybe they find a way to fix it because it's absolutely embarrassing. It really is.